I don't really...
How we doing? GZ with the first. Welcome in. I'm too excited for this FFT drop. That's Final Fantasy something. Somebody was talking about a Final Fantasy game coming out. I have not played any Final Fantasies besides the one on the SNES that released in the US. I believe that's like, it's our Final Fantasy 7 or something. I don't know how it works. But I'm not a Final Fantasy head, so you're going to have to elaborate. I know it's Final Fantasy, though. Final Fantasy Tactics, but I got baited. It's 12 hours. Cringe. No, I'm just kidding. Cheese, welcome in. Gangster, welcome in. Amphiapple, welcome in. Afflictions with the Hydrate and the Lurk. Appreciate it, man. Soul in the YouTube chat. Welcome in, everybody. Did you update Balatro? I have updated everything that's needed update. What's the mod today? We're rocking with a ton of updates. The Balatro modded Monday mod pack is... Right now, we haven't added anything since the last time we played. So we have Bunko, Pokemon, Nito, Lost Edition, and I feel like I missed one, but I think that's it. And then the rest of everything else is just cosmetic mods. Excuse me. Mr. 400 with the one biddy. Shokus, Pocus, and hello, chat. Hello, Hand. Welcome in, everybody. How we doing? It's a Shock and Coldplay night. Yo, I gotta listen to more Coldplay. Honestly, I was gonna say they're underrated. That was about to be the least true statement to ever be uttered by a human being with a brainstem throughout history. They're not underrated. I underrate them because I don't listen to them. That's a better synopsis. Give me literally 5 seconds, probably not even. My water bottle is like slightly off screen. Okay, I don't even know if I actually left the frame. I did for like half a second. Chat, I made it to Act 3, last act of Silk Song. Super excited, heard it's annoying, but still, at least I get more Silk Song. God, I'm dyslexic. I still gotta rock some Hollow Knight, man. I ain't even bought Silk Song yet. Still trying to dodge all the spoilers, which I'm sure at a certain point is just going to be impossible. I'm addicted to Mega Bonk. Funny you mentioned that, because on top of, so schedule for this week. I don't know what day we're going to be doing everything. Mr. 400 with the one bitty dyslexic shock. Yeah, true. Today's obviously Balatro Modded Monday. We're going to do some high stakes modded gameplay. Again, for those of you who weren't here maybe last Modded Monday and didn't see the YouTube video that dropped today, we were trying to do some completionist. Hold up. My camera's off and it's really pissing me off. I can see chat peeking up, excuse me, over the camera. God, water burps. This is really making me angry. Okay. Do I just need to move chat down, maybe? Maybe I'll just move chat down. And then, like, hit him with one of these. Yeah, there we go. Okay, anyway. That really pissed me off, I'm not gonna lie. 35k away from VIP. Oh, I have to... Okay, that reminds me. I was gonna do it yesterday, but I completely forgot. I have to give GZ redeemed VIP last stream, and I forgot to give it to them, so that... W chatter for sparking my memory. How the hell do I do this? I forget literally every time. Roles manager. GZ Pete's. I believe that's you. Let me duplicate the tab and double check. Double check the username. Yo, you're short. Bye. Thanks, Odin. Appreciate you, man. Are you planning on installing WIMP today? What is WIMP? Oh, what's in my Fool? Yo, low-key, I do need to do that. I don't really... I mean, on, like, Gold Stake and stuff, I don't really care, but for multiplayer days, I do need to do that. Could you drop it in the mods channel? I'm sure you already have, but could you drop it there again for accessibility's sake? Please and thank you. Okay, yep, that is you. You are now VIP. Bang. Perfecto. Okay, thank you. Appreciate you. Thoughts on stale bread?
Oh, I'm old. Wilted flower emoji, shrimp emoji.
Wilted flower emoji, shrimp emoji. From now, it's never the shrimp bros ever again, Schmeckles. It is from now on always going to be wilted flower emoji, shrimp emoji. Schmeckles with the tier 1. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Appreciate that resub. Welcome in Marty as well. Chat, welcome in to everybody that I maybe didn't mention. Anyway, somebody in YouTube chat said thoughts on stale bread. Overhated, but still not good. Simultaneously gets too much hate, but also still not good. That is my take. Streaming the other day was actually pretty fun. I'm sorry I wasn't more active, but I was literally 1v1ing like an IRL friend of mine in multiplayer Balatro the entire time that you were streaming, and then some. Otherwise, I probably would have chatted more. But anyway, chat. Tentative schedule. Again, only like a little bit of this is planned out. Monday, today, obviously. High stakes modded Balatro. Balatro modded Monday. We might do stuff after this if it gets boring. I'm planning on doing high stakes modded the entire stream. Wednesday, multiplayer versus chat. And or ranked, but it seems like every time we play multiplayer, it just ends up being multiplayer versus chat. And honestly, I don't mind. I like the multiplayer versus chat days. So if we don't play ranked on Wednesday, that's fine. But Wednesday will be a multiplayer day, probably again versus chat. If we don't get enough participants, then it'll be ranked, but probably we will have enough participants. So Wednesday will be multiplayer versus chat. The rest of the days this week, I want to do gold stake streaks because we haven't done gold with the tournament last week. By the way, if you didn't watch last stream's VOD, go watch it. I placed 2nd overall in a Jokerless multiplayer tournament that Sizak hosted. Wasn't even planning on joining the tournament because I thought I was just going to get shit on, especially because the tournament ended up having a lot of like high-octane gamers in it. I thought I was going to be out first round, and I made it to the finals. It was quite the hype time. So if you haven't watched that VOD, probably there will be a YouTube video about it at some point. I'm still working on the tier list. I'm still working on getting the Clover Pit video out, among other things. So probably the YouTube video on that won't be out for a while, so I would suggest watching the VOD right now, or if you want to wait for the YouTube video, that is fine. But yeah, that tournament was insane. So that was a ton of fun. But between the tournament and Clover Pit coming out last week, we didn't really do that much gold stake streaking last week. I think we did 1 day, maybe 2 days of gold stake streaking. So like I said, today's going to be modded. Wednesday's going to be multiplayer. The rest of the days, 3 things on the schedule. The rest of the days this week, Tuesday, and then Thursday through Saturday, 3 things on the agenda. I want to do more gold stake streaks, okay? I want to do more gold stake streaks. Appreciate Mr. 400 with the 2 biddies. I want to play more Clover Pit because Clover Pit was absolutely fire. Our first run ever went for like an entire 3.5-hour stream, which was quite pog. But there's a metric ass load of stuff to unlock in Clover Pit, and I want to be able to unlock it all. I don't know if I'm going to be able to unlock it all on stream, but I do want to play some more Clover Pit. And then I want to check out Megabonk because Megabonk has been all over YouTube, all over Steam. It's been in my Steam feed like every time I check Steam, but also I've been seeing, I saw Unseen play it yesterday. I've been seeing a bunch of streamers play it, and it's been like all over my YouTube feed. So I bought Megabonk after watching Unseen play it yesterday, and I want to play Megabonk sometime this week. So again, today's, modded. Wednesday will be multiplayer. The rest of the days, gold streaks, Clover Pit, Megabonk. I don't know what day will be which. I don't know if it'll be all 3 on each day or 1 day for each or 2 here, 2 there, or what have you. I don't, I haven't thought that far ahead. But I do want to check out all 3 of those things at some point this week. Anyway, chat, let's get into Balatro Modded Monday. Welcome in, Unknown. Look who it is. Needless to say, I'm not shocked. What is that supposed to mean? Welcome in, someone unknown. Appreciate it, man. Excuse me. I should make a mod to replace Game Over with skill issue. I'm pretty sure that's already accessible. That'd be sick. Or maybe gamble harder. No, gamble harder. It should alternate between the two. We could think up a bunch of, like, death messages. Number 1 mod has shown up now. That's crazy. Wild Glaze. YouTube chat just better. I mean, there's an ongoing feud. There's an ongoing feud between YouTube and Twitch chat. I'm not gonna lie. Twitch, type 1 if you think Twitch chat is better. YouTube, type 1 if you think YouTube chat's better. Is Shock ballin'? Yes. Keto's in Twitch chat most of the time. I mean, that is true. End of discussion. Yeah, I feel like that kind of just solos. It's for the B plot. Colon in YouTube chat said 2. That's crazy. Okay, anyway. Let's get into some high stakes. I do have Galder installed, so I'm going to be hitting random deck. I don't have the wheel pulled up, and I'm too lazy to pull it up, and there's literally a random deck button right here, so that's what I'm going to be using, and then we will be doing the Diamond Stake. Graggle Simpson mod. That's crazy. Welcome in, TJ. TJ Snow. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Let me get predictions up. Okay. I'm just now seeing this now. Mods. I'm just now seeing this. Who titled the prediction for Unseen and I's game on Saturday, our Jokerless tournament game? Who titled that prediction Clash of the Awful, by the way? Mods. Who did that? Who titled it Clash of the Awful? That's crazy. I was well asleep by then. You fell asleep after didn't you participate in the tournament, Unknown? You fell asleep after your first match? What? I guess the second match was pretty late, actually. Unseen played pretty slow. Can we exile a chatter to Twitch chat? Maybe. After my second, yeah. Gotcha. All right, prediction is up. Oh, shit. Prediction. Before you vote. Prediction. Random deck. We're doing the highest stake. It's going to be Painted Deck. Painted Deck is what you guys are gambling on. We're doing the highest stake, which is Diamond Stake. If you weren't here last Monday, Diamond Stake is added by Lost Edition. It makes it so that instead of going to ante 8, we go to ante 10. And then Bunko adds 3 more stickers, which are Scattering Jokers, which destroy a random adjacent Joker when they are removed from your Joker slots. Hindered Jokers, which stay in place until the end of the round when they're sold. And then Reactive Jokers, which is by and far the worst, which is each ante, they are debuffed until you skip. So we're playing around all of these extra stickers and also going to ante 10. This is bad for ante 10. Painted to ante 10 sounds kind of awful. Chat, am I crazy for saying that Painted to ante 10? I mean, we need to get some Blue Seal RNG, but like Painted Deck with Blue Seals to ante 10 seems perfectly fine. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway. Excuse me. All right, that is the prediction. Painted seems good. I think we're gonna have to get a little bit of good RNG for Painted to be good, but like literally if it's literally if we get like Blue Seals, it's fine. I suck at Painted high stakes. I mean, so do I historically, but I still think it's one of the better decks for high stakes, honestly. All right, relatively modest prediction. I don't even think 1,000 points were on the board. However, WChat 81% said we're locked in for our first match, so let's get it. High stakes Painted modded. Lock in. Also, I had to reset the profile for multiplayer, so we do not have any diamond stickers on anything, unfortunately. Probably it's going to keep happening that way. We need an 8 for a straight. Actual bars. I guess we'll go for the flush, because that's not even that ambitious of a flush draw. We get the straight flush for the boys. More people said we're cooked. Yeah, I guess. I'm in the home stretch, 30 more rounds for 8-ball to overcome Chad. Oh, and the most used Jokers. Wait, that's actually kind of fire. Okay, so here's the thing. Poliwag. So I'm going to right-click so that you see what this guy evolves into. Poliwag is actually kind of the GOAT. It is, for right now, a stable plus molt piece. It has the scattering sticker, which we really don't care about, because this is like kind of a win condition that we can build around. So we like don't care about this having the scattering sticker whatsoever. We can pretty much just ignore that because probably we're never selling it. Poliwag, when it evolves into Poliwrath, evolves into a worse but more consistent Ancient Joker. It evolves into Ancient Joker that gives times 1.3, but the rotation is set in stone, spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds. So the issue is, I think, going to be, if this was ante-8, I just snap pick this, and then we build around flushes and we win. I think going to ante-10, this is a little scary, because going to ante-10, we probably need some kind of, like, re-trigger tech. But I think probably for right now, this is, like, completely fine. So let's pick up the quasi-ancient Joker, and then Metapod just evolves into a straight plus molt Joker, and it's got, like, all of the worst stickers except for Eternal. So we're going to skip him. Let's go next. Not taking a foil tag. 1 Spades Flush should get us out. We could also go for the straight, and we get +4 molt, so probably that also gets us out unless we get the lowest. I think lowest possible straight doesn't get us out. Anything else does. Okay, we get the flush anyway, though, so let's ship that. I'm guessing Scattering doesn't destroy Eternal. Correct, it does not destroy Eternal either, which I always forget. I need to lock in on that, but yeah, no, that's also pretty damn good. Carp. Carp's pretty... I mean, Gyarados is like a straight times 2.5, but I feel like if we're playing flushes, maybe we need something better than that. But, like, for right now, though, plus molt, times molt, and then we just need planet levels, and then we're kind of chillin'. So, let's take the Carp, I guess. That works. I'll also take the upgrade as well, because wild cards would be kind of funny. We're on hearts for the Poliwag, which, of course, means we only draw 1 heart. I'm not going to draw the hearts that I need for a flush. That's so huge. Let's put a flush in our telescope. Oh, this switches every hand. I forgore. I thought it was every round. Yo, I'm actually stupid. Okay, so now we need a diamonds flush, which is probably not happening. Yeah, but another clubs flush gets us out, so that's fine in theory. Shock, we need a stream of you playing Skate or Skate 3. Probably, I don't know. It doesn't seem like my type of game. If my chat wanted it bad enough, I would consider it, but it doesn't really seem like my game. So Skiploom's scattering as well. So if we take this Skiploom, probably we want to take this Krabby just to have some sack fodder. But Skiploom can turn faces into wild cards, which is maybe pretty good for the Poliwag. Each Jack is debuffed. Why? Why does this boss exist? For Hit the Road enjoyers? Hit the Road enjoyers are just not allowed to have fun? I mean, like, fair, because it's Hit the Road, but, like, really? Excuse me. Good night, Colin. Thank you for popping in. Appreciate you. What's up, Shiggle Tits? That's crazy. What up, Noah? The creator of the mod was bullied by a kid named Jack. Yeah, probably. Let's do this. Wild cards are pretty sick. This is also +2 hand size, so in theory, what does this evolve into? +3 hand size, all discarded cards become wild. Honestly, it's early enough in the game where I'm down to just wait for this to evolve, because any plus hand size effects on the painted deck are just hilarious. Whether or not they're, like, actually practical, that's just really funny, right? No, like, I can't do that because then Krabby is going to charge me rent and then I'm going to be pissed. So let's do this pair. Now we need hearts. Okay, I have 3 face cards. None of them are jacks. Let's discard here. First 3 discarded cards become wild, so I need to order these like so, and then we can do the 2 10s as well. No, because those don't get turned. So I guess we just discard the spades. And then this will turn the 3 face cards into wild cards, and it'll blow up the Krabby instead of our 2 like win conditions. This is fine. Nice. So now we have wild cards. So we have like not fantastic, but decent death targets for the rest of the game, which is pretty cool. Let's maybe do something like this. Okay. Do I have a straight here? Just barely don't. I also don't have a way to fit that club in, which is kind of annoying, but maybe the flush wins. Let's do this real quick and just see if they're wilds. No, those are bonus cards. Maybe we ship the 2 pair just for bonus money. Or the lucky trigger, that works too. I'll have to force bed soon, probably after this run. That's fine, Jeezy. Appreciate you being in here. Probably not the type of game you would typically play on stream, but I'd love to see you play Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I've been recommended that game so many times, and I want to play it so bad, but probably, yeah, I would not play that on stream just because that would take actually like 10 hours, and that's like a low ball estimate. It would take forever, but I would love to do it. I'm building a Lego set right now. Huge. That's actually sick. Most likely game of the year. Yeah, I think... People have been saying Blueprints is going to be considered for Game of the Year. Chat, am I crazy? I haven't played Blueprints, but also, like, am I crazy for saying that Blueprints is probably not going to be considered for Game of the Year if I had to guess? It depends on how many nominees there are, but I feel like something super normie like DK Bonanza is probably going to be on the roster before, like, Blueprints is. My prediction for the Game of the Year, Silk Song's going to be a shoo-in. Expedition 33 is going to be a shoo-in. I think DK Bonanza is going to be considered, and I think Elden Ring Night Rain is going to be considered, regardless of if it actually should be considered, but they just seem to really like dick riding FromSoft. I haven't played Elden Ring Night Rain either, but like from what I heard, it wasn't anything insane. But just because it's a FromSoft game, I'm assuming it's going to be in the running. And then maybe if they do, maybe I could see Blueprints. Because I've heard a ton of people say that Blueprints is goated, but I don't know. All right, $1 cash out. That's huge. Luna with the 1 biddy, not late. I think Blueprints will be on the roster. I don't think it wins. Silksong on the list. Elden Ring will be on the list. Probably shouldn't be, and I think Claire takes it down. Maybe Silksong. I think Silksong is just going to win because it's so anticipated. I think if I'm being honest and if I'm being unbiased, Claire Obscure probably deserves to win it more. But I think with the way that the Game Awards work, I think the Game Awards, like the official The Game Awards game show, will give it to Silksong, and I think it's going to be like a Balatro scenario. Like Balatro won Game of the Year for like every single award show except the Game Awards, where Astrobot won. I think it's going to be something like that too. I'm locking in that prediction. I think at the Game Awards, Silksong is going to win. I think damn near every other Game of the Year like award show, I think Claire Obscure is going to take it away. That's my prediction. I'm locking that shit in. I think that's what happens. Did you think Balatro should have won? Honestly, I don't know, because I didn't play any... I don't think I played any of the other Game of the Year nominees last year, so I can't say definitively, but I was... The Game Awards was before I even, like, got into Balatro. The Game Awards was... It might have been before I even played Balatro, but if it was after I played Balatro, it was before I even had, like, 5 hours in the game. But I was rooting for Balatro the whole time just because I thought it would kick so much ass if, like, a mainly solo dev project took home the Game Awards. I thought that would... I was rooting for it the entire time because I was just like, man, that would be so cool. That would be such an upset to the industry, but, like, not in a bad way by any means. Such a necessary upset to the industry. I thought that would... I just thought it would have been so fire, so I was rooting for it, even though I knew it more than likely wasn't going to win. Astro is not even damn near close to how innovative and amazing... I'm assuming you meant Balatro was. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played any of the other ones, I think, to this day, so I can't really say definitively, but I think Balatro probably deserved Game of the Year. Anyway. Hang on. Does hindered work? Okay, so the hindered sticker, this is what I'm just now noticing. Probably chat locked into this way before I did because I've just been sitting here yapping this whole time. Krabby is still alive. So either the scattering sticker doesn't... Either the hindered sticker works on cards that are destroyed as well as sold, or self-destructing cards don't affect scattering, and I don't know which is which. Yapping is fun. Yeah, that's true. Yes, we were locked. Yeah, somebody said it like 4 hours ago. I think we just... Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, I think we discovered last time that self-destructing cards bypass the scattering stickers, right? Which doesn't make intuitive sense, but I think we had like a scattering banana that didn't break something, or it was like something that we found. Well, I'm just selling you. Okay, yeah. So the scattering sticker was the problem, not the hindered sticker. I really want you for money, but yeah, probably we're not doing that. Well, we literally can't do that. I don't know why I said probably. Let's go next. The Krabby is staying in our lineup. I'm gonna take this top-up tag, Loki. Nidoran. Okay, it's a held in hand Joker that gives chips. That's pretty fire. I think probably with a rental staying with us until the end of the round, we're getting more value out of that top-up tag than we are the skip. Plus, the top-up tag gives us a stickerless Joker, which stickerless Jokers are, like, actually a 1% chance, it feels like, with so many stickers in the shop. So I think that's relatively worth the investment. Okay, Poliwag is on diamonds. Let's try for the diamonds. Probably we're not getting the diamonds, but we don't really have a better angle. Okay, after diamonds, it's clubs. Or not clubs, spades. I'm an idiot. Let's ship this, and then we can ship the spades flush afterwards and hopefully be chilling. Because that's a lot of multi. Or I can just get scammed. Okay. This is plus chips from the Krabby and the Nidoran, and plus molt from the Poliwag. There's no way this doesn't win. On any other deck, I'd call you crazy for held in hand plus flushes. I mean, it's not like we have to, like, use this, but it's stickerless, so, like, I'm gonna use it for right now, and it's foil, so even if I don't hold queens, like, we're still chilling, right? Rental hindered Spidops, +4 hazards, +1 hand size. If first played hand is all hazard cards, gain +1 hand size this round for each card in that hand. That seems dog shit. That seems not good. Krabby took rent on his way out. Come on. Yeah, that's how, like, perishables work too, right? So that makes intuitive sense, even if it's, like, not very fun. I think Needle, probably this early, is completely fine. I think Needle is actually, like, not free by any means, but I'm not exactly, like, sad to see Needle. Let's go with the full house here. Probably that gets us the most bang for our buck. Then we can pivot into maybe a clubs flush angle or something. Probably I should have discarded. A flush would have won there, I think. Give me the clubs. We are 1 off. I can do another full house. I don't have a sweet tooth. I have ADHD. Just realized that about myself. Interesting. If you give me 8 hours to cut down a tree. Hello? Is this a reference I'm missing? Okay, Poliwhirl is sick. We could take a death card for more Wild Kings. I mean, eventually, we want to copy wild cards if we're going the Poliwrath route anyway, but ideally, we probably want a... If we're on painted deck and going until ante-10... Hang on, my headphone cord is wrapped in my chair again. It's going to piss me off. Probably if we're on painted deck specifically going to ante-10, probably we want to build around, like, at the very least, 4 of a kind. I'm not taking this Mars card. This Mars card in the shop is not why... like, I wasn't considering taking this when we're so broke, but it did kind of, like, start the motions. Start the thought process. Because, like, Flush does not scale high enough to get to ante-10. So probably, at the very least, we want to do 4 of a kind. If we can afford to do, like, Flush House, I think Flush House would probably be better. 4 of a kind still gets, like, the Ancient Joker value because we can copy all the wild cards. But it doesn't get all of the value because, you know, especially if we're doing Ancient Joker things, we want it to be hitting 5 cards. So probably, like, 4 of a kind is, like, absolute bare minimum play, but in an ideal world, this is probably a Flush House build that we're cooking up. GZ with the hydrate, I got you. It's a reference you're missing. There's a quote like, if you give me 8 hours to cut down a tree, I'll spend the first 6 hours sharpening my axe. That just means to think before you do. I have heard of that before. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. Next base edition Shop Joker is free and becomes shiny. I talked about this before. I'm not going to take it because we've already skipped and we're, like, pretty weak, so I'm not going to take this. But I did talk about this last modded Monday. The shiny treatment, like the shiny edition, is like a foil thing with Pokemon, and it gives you +1 booster pack slot in the shop. Normally, this is a horrible skip because you always run the risk of just getting, like, shite stickers on the Joker that you roll for. But the shiny treatment, I'm not sure if it's still like this, and I'm not sure if it's intended to be this way. But the shiny enhancement, the last time I took it, if you sold the shiny Joker, you still got the +1 booster pack slot. So this is kind of just skipping for +1 booster pack slot for the rest of the game. Again, we're too weak to take it right now, especially after skipping. But this is something that I would consider playing around with in the future. Because I think especially in, like, ante 3 out of 10, +1 booster pack slot for the rest of the game is kind of broken if it still works like that. So I could be convinced to take that in the future. But again, not right now because I'm broke at hell. Anyway. We have the clubs. I want the diamonds. Let's go 1 more discard before I death something just to make sure that I get the flush. I will have the flush. So let's go for this. We can play the diamonds. We won't have any queens in hand, so this is probably still going to score kind of like shite, but that's okay. Not too bad. Okay, we don't follow it up with the spades, but we need, like, not that many points at all, so probably this full house just wins, no? Hello, Attic Mouse. Welcome in. Appreciate you. Okay, Nidoran's about to evolve. Honestly, I really don't care. Quillfish. +4 hazards gain 25 chips when an enhanced card is destroyed. Meh. Shock, how many times do you think someone gooned today? Like, genuinely, how many gooners extended their streak today for real, for real? I'm just gonna... So anyway, chat, so Quillfish we probably don't need because we don't need him in the early game because we have this foil Joker. And we're not going to need him in the late game because probably we're going to be playing a planet card that gives us a ton of chips. So I think this is always bad, especially with it being eternal. Having an eternal Joker does give us some leeway with scattering Jokers, but, like, I digress. Grass energy we never need. I really want this paintbrush, but I think I'm way too broke to take it. The pocket pack is also kind of fire because we can save cards from the pocket pack. Maybe I take one of these. I think best case scenario right now is a Thunderstone. We have no planet levels, so Dawnstone's kind of ass. And I don't want to take a Leaf Stone on the off chance that it, like... On the off chance that this overwrites one of my Wild Kings, I would be pissed. So... I mean, a Dawnstone's $8. That's doubling our return on investment. I mean, it's like plus $3 our return on investment, but that is what it is. Did they update Pokemon so that you can't save cards? Wait. Wait, why can't I save these? I have to... That's a bit rude. Yeah, a little bit. Wait, so we can't... You used to be able to save cards from your consumable slots in this mod. Dawnstone here is literally worthless. Was it not a voucher? It's a voucher in a different mod, but in Pokemon, in the pocket packs, you're able to do it by default. So Dawnstone here is actually just worthless. Because we can't save it, so we can't play a hand to activate it. So this is always a dead slot. I feel like that might be a bug. I'm not too worried about it right now, but that is annoying. I'm just going to keep it a stack. I don't want to use the King's Rock here either, because that will evolve Poliwhirl into Politoed. And Politoed is Buns. Compared to Poliwrath. But Politoed is actually not Buns. But Politoed is Buns. Try selecting a hand here for Dawnstone. No, you can't. That's got to be a bug, right? That just has to be a bug. W voice crack. I think I have to skip here. That's actually so sad. That has to be a bug, man. What? That's tragic. All right. Anyway, that's fine. Streamer adds broken mod, add to throw counter. Bro, it's not even... I genuinely don't know what that would even be. Spectrum House? Wait. I forgot that we're playing Bunko. Wait, we could play Spectrum Houses. Okay, so for people who weren't here when we played Bunko originally, Bunko adds 2 more suits. I'll go to the customized deck real quick. Bunko adds 2 more suits to the game. So if you play a hand, similar to how if you play a hand with every suit, it contains a flush. If you play a hand with 5 different suits, it gives you a spectrum. So we can do this, and with wild cards, it apparently counts as a spectrum house. Wait, this is fire. Wait, this is definitely what we're building around then, because we're just going to run wild cards for the Poliwhirl. Wait, this is insane tech. What's that compared to Flush House? I think at base, this is lower than Flush 5. Flush 5 is, I think, 160 times 16. Flush House is, I think, 140 times 14. So I think this is slightly better than Flush House, but I think it's slightly worse than Flush 5. But it is kind of funny. I mean, Flush House is probably just better here when we get if we can get wild cards, because it scales faster as a planet. But like, what other chance are we gonna have to play Spectrum Houses in high stakes? We have to go for this, right? Surely. Let's just rip it. Those values are correct. We've both spent too much time on this game. Yeah, I both adore and hate that both of those values were correct off the top of my head. That's concerning. You might have said this, but is there a Spectrum 5? If there's a Spectrum House, then there should be. I guess I can just check the collection, right? I would imagine there is. Wait, straight Spectrum has to be the best planet in the game, then. Yeah, there's Spectrum, which is the same scaling as, I believe, 3 of a kind. Straight Spectrum is, I think, less chips, but more molt than Flush 5, right? Yeah. It gets the +4 molt scaling, but less chips. Spectrum House is +4, +40. That's the same as Flush House. And then Spectrum 5 is just better Flush 5 in terms of scaling. Huge. I know Flush 5 is 160 times 16 off the top of my head, bro. We gotta play some better. We gotta play some other games, chat. There's no way that everybody in here just called that. That's kind of wild. So Machop would be our 3rd scattering Joker, but it also gets rid of all of our discards. Maybe okay, hear me out. Machop, when it evolves, the first 2 iterations of Machop are worthless, because this is +1 hand, -1 discard. We see the same amount of cards. This is +2 hands, -2 discards. We see the same amount of cards. But once this gets to Machamp, this essentially is just a better burger. So when this evolves, which it takes quite a long time, but when this evolves, this lets us see... I mean, with minimal fixing, it lets us see our entire deck, right? And then at that point, we get consistent Spectrum House. I feel like I'm just not, like... I feel like it's not worth it for right now, though. Like, I just need money. And also... So 8 hands would allow us to see 35 cards. It'll allow us to see 35 cards before the opening hand, and before playing our first hand, our opening hand is 10 cards. So we would be seeing 45 cards total before having to ship our entire hand. That's assuming we can throw 5 cards every time. So we would need, what, 4 Hung Men to be able to see our full deck if we took Machamp? That's not terrible. Only 4 Joker slots seems like a lot of work. Any scaling Jokers? I mean, I'm assuming if we're going the Ancient Joker route of just playing big hand, our scaling Joker is just going to be our planet level, right? Because that's traditionally how you play Pain and Deck, like Gold Stake anyway. Is usually you can, if you're playing, maybe if you're playing 2-pair, you still have a scaling Molt Joker, but if you're playing like straights, you usually just toss a scaling Joker in exchange for the much better planet card, right? I don't know if this matchup is worth, man. It is kind of silly, though. Like, it's not terrible. I think I go next here. I'm pretty confident that I can still survive for the time being, so I think I just rip a go next. Let's try and get some lucky value here. Tragic. 1,000 points. Okay, now I need to kind of lock in. Let's get rid of our... Let's go for diamonds. We can use spades as, like, a backup. Now let's just go full diamonds. Okay. I can hit him with one of these. Actually, leave the queen in hand because that is an assload of chips. Excuse me. Nice. Yo, we're chips maxing to the max. Holy. And this Magikarp is about to be a times 2.5. Doduo's first 2 played face cards give +6 Molt when scored. If this evolves into X-Molt, I'll take it. Pretty bad. And then Litwick is scaling Molt, and it turns into scaling X-Molt. This is +3 Molt tripled if this Joker has $7 or more sell value, and then it drains $1 from adjacent Jokers at end of round, which means it steals sell value. It steals that much sell value. And then Lampent is the same thing. But it adds this Joker's sell value to Molt. And then Chandelure is plus Molt for its sell value, and then every Joker that is worth $1 gives essentially better Polychrome. I think this is bad on Painted Deck, though, just strictly because we have less Jokers. So Litwick is always sapping less Jokers, and then if we can get it up to Chandelure, Chandelure is impacting less Jokers with its scaling X-Molt. I think that's not that good. Pretty much the only enticing thing to me in here is the Mega Arcana. But I feel like we're kind of too broke to take that. I really just need a Water Stone for Poliwhirl. Once I get like this Ancient Joker shit online, we're kind of just chilling. Let's go next. Also, once Magikarp evolves, we're kind of in a good spot, so to speak. Hit him with one of these. Hit him with one of these. Leave the queen in hand. Yikes. I don't even have a straight here. That's tragic. I can do this and try and get lucky card value at the very least. Okay. Not terrible. The splash from Magikarp is low-key helping a lot here. Probably I just toss some random BS and then I can play a Club's Flush, and that probably gets me out because I'm holding at least one queen. Ship it. See, my high stakes experience would be like empty Joker slot, easy stickerless scaling Joker. I take. I mean, that's fair, man. That's fair. My high stakes experience is 8-ball, then I do everything else and boom, I win. Barely, because I'm so greedy for gold stickers. I mean, fair enough, man. Gold sticker, they do be greedy. Okay, what does this do? Charcadet gains +5 molt after scoring played hand, which evolves into Armarouge ×3, loses ×1 after scoring played hand. Ceruledges gains ×0.75 after scoring planes. After scoring played hand, drains $1 from another random joker, resets at the end of every round. That both of those seem kind of mid. One is Cavendish but diminishing, and the other is like glass joker, but it resets. And I feel like both are kind of cringe with the build that we're rocking. Let's go into the Buffoon. Foil Hindered Oddish. Odd cards give random molt. Gloom is odd cards give random molt, but better. Vile Plume is odd cards give either +7 or ×1.5. Blossom is odd cards give 7 molt or become wild, and if they're already wild, they get foil, holographic, or polychrome. Maybe this is not so bad because we can make a bunch of wild cards. Probably we don't need to make that many more wild cards, though. We already have wild kings and queens, right? That's all we need for Spectrum House, so I feel like this is bait. This also makes odd cards into wilds, which, like, who cares? And it makes odd cards into wilds. If we find everything that we need to evolve this guy, this makes odd cards into wilds after 5 rounds, after 6 rounds, because it would be 5 rounds for Gloom and then another round for Blossom. I think that's bait. This is ×0.75 molt, so we probably can't take it, and then creates a negative devil. Kind of want to greed for that. Gains +4 chips when a gold card is scored or held in hand. Man, if we were playing like 2-pair or something, this would kind of be broken. He's also perishable, though, so probably we don't care about either of these. I think we just skip. I think the energy search we probably don't care about. Parasect is just scaling molt. Hello, Focus Cock. I needed that $50 last week. You're late. You can still correct this by Venmoing me right now. No. But welcome in, all in vain. For those who did Doc realize he was down a Joker 6 out of 7 and trolling, or he didn't know? I think what actually happened is he did not notice that he was down a slot. My headcanon is that he was trolling. My headcanon is that he was trolling the entire time. He was engagement baiting, and let me tell you, he was good at it, because everybody was crashing out about that in the chat. Okay. I think we just go next here. Probably with the Gyarados. We're gonna be getting out pretty fine. Okay, sort by suit. We're gonna do the classic trick. It's gonna be slightly easier because we're on painted deck, so we're almost assuredly drawing into every suit here. This is presumably a diamond. 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 Club. 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 Club? Bro, okay. Did we actually just draw 2 suits? Club. This literally could be a 2-suit hand. That's crazy. Why is Gyarados worse than Cavendish? Because he comes from a common Joker. And he can't break. It's impossible. And you can get a Mega Stone, and then he's Cavendish plus Shaco, which is kind of broken. Well, diamonds are on the right side, right? So probably I just discard the left side. Okay, we know you're a king of diamonds. Are you an ace? You are an ace. That is a diamond. So probably I'm just playing this, and then we can get out. I guess ideally I should cycle this and see if we get any queens. We get 0 queens. Let's ship this. $10 grand. We have the spades in hand. That's crazy. W voice crack, by the way. Bang. A common Joker like, I don't know, Gross Michelle. You catch my drift. You catch my drift. When blind is selected, gain +2 hands, +2 discards, or +2 hand size this round. This seems like bait. Big Balloon Sabotage Voucher. Reduce blind requirement by 10%. Is this new? I thought the Balloons mod didn't add vouchers. Wait, I think this is new. Is it not? The Balloons mod did not add vouchers last I checked. Yeah? Okay, I thought so. I thought so. You know what? I'm gonna let the rest of those simmer. I don't want to spoil the rest of them, but that's kind of peak. Waterstone, pretty please. God damn it. King's Rock again. Huge. I could level up Flush here with a Moonstone. That would also evolve Nidorina. Nidoqueen gives us hand size. I mean, that's not terrible. Probably it's the best thing in this pack anyway. Because I don't think we want to do Prism Scale when our shit rotates with Poliwhirl. Probably I just cracked the Moonstone. We get the Nope on the planet level, but we still get to evolve, so that's fine. I think pretty much all of these are not great. If I was really greedy, we could take the Copper for the Ancient Joker, but probably that's not happening. Let's just take the Great Ball. Charmeleon, +1 discard, gains +2 molt per hand played when 0 discards remaining. Do you get times molt at some point? Yeah, not great times molt. That's great times molt. Okay. That's also, yeah, probably we're just using you. That works. Let's go next. Playing a Flush discards all cards in hand. I don't think that'll matter. But there is always a chance. Let's go for the hearts. One more time for the hearts. Okay. Probably I want to use all my discards, so let's just do this. Beautiful. Can actually do this now. Maybe that's better. Ship it. Not terrible, folks. Ship it. Huge. Didn't know Megas were in the mod? Yeah. Is Poliwhirl just worse Ancient Joker? It's worse Ancient Joker, but more consistent Ancient Joker. It's better because it's a guaranteed cycle and not random like Ancient. Well, we're running... I mean, this particular build, it's still worse because we're running wild cards, but I would say because of the existence of wild cards, I would still say it's worse Ancient Joker, but worse Ancient Joker is still kind of broken, so, like, it's fine, right? I really want this voucher, honestly. But I think there are bigger fish to fry at this point. Let's just go next. Okay. That's pretty sick. No queens in the hand, so this is going to get, like, no chips, unfortunately. Okay. We need the spades. Luckily, we drew all of them. Oh, wait. No, this is 4 of a kind at best. Damn. It's fine. I mean, 4 of a kind is still better, though, no? Evolves at 36 molt is crazy. Hearts. Ship it. Isn't the voucher kind of OP? Yeah, I think the voucher is pretty good. I think OP, maybe not, but in Diamond Stakes specifically, where we're going anti-10, pretty damn good. I would like to be able to afford it. Scattering Tentacool. Why he look like that, though? Oh, Dark Terrace. This is a Dark-type Tentacool. Interesting. Tentacool ... question mark. This has got to be like a Zorua. What the hell? Oh, it is a Zorua. I literally... Okay. I literally knew it. Hello, M. Welcome in. So Zorua is copy ability of rightmost Joker, but it only does it once. After scoring played hand while copying, remove copy effect until end of round. So yeah, it's a quasi brainstorm for one hand, and then when it evolves, it is just brainstorm, but on the right. What's the voucher do again? It reduces the blinds by 10%. Probably would take the voucher into the brainstorm. Can get out of Charmeleon, I guess. Let's take the Zorua. I think for right now we copy the Gyarados. Let's take the Pocket Pack, because I would really still like to see a Water Stone in here. That's huge. Let's just Water Stone some random shite. Now this will evolve into Poliwrath, which is big. Okay, broski, that's so good. Yeah, we're going to take you. And then I want the Power Pack, but I think we're too broke. And same thing with the energy, so let's just go next. This is playing a flush, discards all cards in hand. Do we care? Probably not, I'm going to be honest. Hit him with one of these. If anything, that's good for us because of our hand size. Okay, Zorua does nothing now. But that should be okay. Wait, give me the Spectrum House, please. That would be so funny. No, never mind. Oh, we got it. Yes, I think. Yeah, let's go. Huge. Okay. Big, big, big. We're going to put the Ancient Joker over here now. Now we need deck fixing. Toast card, that is deck fixing. Let's take him. Let's also take the Jupiter, just in case we have to play flushes to survive. But now we have like two quasi Ancient Jokers for right now, which is kind of pog. Good draw. Let's toast this. Let's ship this. This is kind of a lot. And then the toast will die immediately. Deck fixing, huge. Probably we're chilling now. Glitter Pikachu, pretty decent econ engine. Times 1.3 chips. Times 2 molt on final hand of round, which turns into times 0.4 molt per hand played or played kings. Give times 1 molt when scored. Increases by times 0.2 molt when hand is played. Probably that's overkill. If I was going to take anything from here, it'd be Pikachu, but I think Pikachu is less consistent than Nidoqueen for where we're at right now. It is stickerless Glitter Pikachu, though, which is kind of insane. If we can get, like, any deck fixing at all, this is kind of goated because it's econ and times chips. Let's look in here. Interesting. Interessante. What are our suits looking like? Bunch of clubs. Let's get rid of those. I think this is bait, but it's really good bait because I want to take it. What's Nidoqueen even doing? Chips when we have to play flushes. Because our flush level is level 2. Plus 1 hand size as well, yeah. But I'm more so worried about the chips. I think the amount of chips that Nidoqueen is adding is more than the amount of chips that Pikachu is generating by multiplication. For right now. Obviously later in the game Pikachu is going to be better, but it's not really what I'm worried about. Let's just go next. Don't want the Buffoon tag. Let's just play. We're on hearts. I guess I could just play this, no? The Spectrum House is way funnier, but there's no way that we hit it, like, immediately. Let's just ship it. Let's go for some queens first, actually. All right. Okay. I can hit him with one of these, right? I don't have a triple anywhere. No. Ship that shit? Excuse me. Okay. This evolves after 2 more rounds. Justice card, pretty good. We'll take that. Power pack, what's in the box? Farmer or Thrive? Probably we want the Farmer for money. Let's take the Celestial. Spectrum House we can level up. That's kind of funny. We'll skip Crystal Ball. I think that's fine. Privilege kind of sucks. So far, so good, though. Bruh. Bruh. Could hit him with one of these. Probably we're gonna need like 2 or 3 flushes here. Spades, huh? Do you have a straight flush here? I think the straight flush is always bad, right? This is never hitting clubs either, or Polyrath. I think our highest hope is the wild card. You did waste a Zorua hand for fun? Yeah, I kind of didn't realize that. We might be dead. We would need to draw the hearts, which is not impossible by any means. Could we also maybe still do Spectrum House? I think we could still do Spectrum House if we got a bit lucky. Ship it. That's it, isn't it? Oh no, because this guy's debuffed. Can I just do this? No. So I have to go for the flush here. I think this comes up just short, unfortunately. That's what we got. Tragedy. Excuse me. All right. Not a terrible warm-up. For some reason, I think I also thought that boss, like, debuffed random cards each set of draws, but I think I just wasn't paying attention to what I was drawing. Probably I'm just an idiot, but I feel like that boss was unintuitive. No, assuredly, I'm an idiot. Okay, prediction's over. We're going to start a new prediction. Same exact thing. We're playing Zodiac deck. Zodiac High Stakes. Lock in. A boss that draws cards in order of least played to most played would be interesting. That actually would be kind of cool. Is that possible from a coding standpoint? I would imagine so. That would be kind of sick, actually. All right. Lock in. Lock in. Excuse me. What are we asking if it's possible? What someone unknown just said. Not possible from like a can I beat this standpoint, but possible from like a can this be done? It's possible I know mods that always draw the most played card. That's fair. Okay, we're up against the head. So let's play our hearts right now. Probably I still go for the flush. If I went for the straight, we would have had it. Can your random deck even roll modded decks, by the way? I tested it before stream. It can. We've just been getting, like, lucky with the base game decks. Okay, $1 cash out. Perishable rental scattering Vulpix. That is revolting. And reactive Kabuto, which is actually just like kind of disgusting. For chips, it's just like quasi Wii. But reactive is like the worst sticker in the entire game without a doubt. Played face cards permanently lose up to 5 chips when scored. Gain lost chips. This is perishable. Yeah, turns into just plus chips. Poochyena gains +2 molt when a playing card is destroyed. Mightyena is the same thing, but the gain is increased by 1 for each Dark Joker you have. Scaling plus molt, man, I guess. Could take the Vulpix if I want to sack the Poochyena. Probably I'm not going to do that. Poochyena is pretty bad for early game, though, so probably this doesn't get far, if I had to guess. Bang. What's the angle here? Spades flush? Actually, probably diamonds flush because we have 3. That has to be a high card played, though. Probably it's fine. We're always playing at least 3 hands there anyway, so I'm alright with that. $5. Mareep. This is counterproductive with the Poochyena. Gains ×0.1 when 1 or more playing cards are added to the deck. Loses ×0.1 when 1 or more playing cards are destroyed. So yeah, that's just counterintuitive. The Dawnstone is free money, albeit not much, but it's still profit, so probably I take it, and then I can take the Priestess as well. Go next. Someone mistyped a phone number for their marching band low brass section, and now I'm being forced to become a trombonist. I have no idea who any of these people are. Wait, that's actually so sick, though. Wait, that's peak, though. Okay, we get the flush here. Let's play the flush. Dawnstone gives us $8 now. Pretty good for early game. Let's pop the Priestess. Could be a pair angle. Probably, yeah, this is a diamonds flush angle for sure. Tragic. Could sell both of these for interest. I might do that, honestly. We're going to put a pin in that. Can I draw the diamonds? We've played 2 pairs, but planet levels wouldn't have mattered. Probably I sell both of these for the interest money. Good night, resting up for the turn-based tactics game in roughly 11 hours. Oh, yeah. Sounds good. Good night, Jeezy. Thank you for popping in, man. 7 clams. Pokeball is pretty fire, because that's just always stickerless. Plus 25 chips for each blind skipped. Oh, God, dude. Visit the shop after skipping. That's still, like, not good, methinks. Because we're missing money, right? I guess on small blinds, you just always skip, though. Well, you're paying... it, well, because, no, you still get money from leftover hands. So you're paying $3 for plus 25 chips and a shop and the skip tag. I mean, that's not awful. Cups and balls is an insane voucher. I would love that. Could take a great ball here. What's in the box? Played cards with even ranks. This is even Steven plus if first played hand has exactly one card, it gives plus 40 chips and plus 1 hand this round when scored. This is looking to be a high card build from these jokers. Euphonium players are super chill. Yo, Euphonium players are actually the goats, though. They're actually the goats, though. I'm not going to lie. I would say Euphonium players are cooler than trombone players. That's just my experience. Let's take the Ice Stone to see if we can destroy some cards for the Puccina. I think probably we end up selling this Lapras. Let's go next. Let's try and smash these. Okay, Puccina upgrade. Could play the high 10 into the Lycanroc, because that's just free score. Could play the full house. Nice. Four clams. Eternal Fluorescent Reactive Pidgey. Because this is fluorescent, unless there's like a mod conflict. No, these come from the same mod. Fluorescent and reactive both come from Bunko. So this should be functionally identical to an Eternal, with the caveat that we can never give this another enhancement. So this could be like a 2-pair angle, because Pidgeotto seems to work, or like the Pidgey line works pretty well with 2-pair. Upgrade is whatever. Weepin' Bell played cards with even rank, give plus 32 chips. This re-triggers even cards, right? Maybe we go for an evens build. That'd be kind of funny. Let's do it. Let's give it a shot at the very least. Okay, play the high 10 for the Lycanroc trigger, because that's just literally free points. Play the 2-pair. I'm assuming this gets us out with Weepin' Bell and with Lycanroc. Nice. ×2 mult if no scored cards have the same rank as a card held in hand. This is like really good with 2-pair, but it's perishable, so probably we never take that. I really want the cups and balls, but I think that sets us back quite a bit of money. String instruments are the best IMO. Bro's never heard of percussion. Yep, Schmeckles literally pre-fired that. Bro's never heard of percussion. Percussion will always be goated. Always. Unless you have a small percussion section. If you have a small percussion section, it's AIDS. But if you have enough people where you don't need to be covering like 60 different parts, then it's fire. I feel like Tall Grass is really good as well. Just free common jokers. This is just Econ, man. Common Pokemon joker. Everyone hates our new percussion teacher this year. That's unfortunate. My twin likes percussion, but I don't. Tragic. Tragic. I'm back for my 11th Goon Sesh today. Crazy. Let's sell this guy. That destroys the Lapras. Let's take the Tall Grass, because this is like Econ and more jokers. I think that's kind of fire. Can play the free 10. Geodude! Wait, this is like Giga high card maxing, right? Because this is essentially just better stuntmen or worse stuntmen, depending on how you look at it. We could also get rid of the Weepin' Bell if we do that. Yeah, this is looking to just be a high card build. No. Spiro. After playing 20 scoring cards, upgrade level of next played poker hand. That never gets enough value to be worth, ever. Ever. Can play the pair. I want to play as many hands as possible. Wow, Chinchu is also really good, but we don't need another Chips Joker. Chinchu would just serve as econ. That's also pushing us in the direction of pair when I think high card is just way better here. +1 molt for each 6 in scoring hand. This evolves into something that cares about held in hand, which probably conflicts with the Geodude. I think this is no bueno. It's the same ratio as Stuntman. It's, nope, is it? I don't think it is. It's 275 for 3 hand size and then 175 for 2. What I've learned from the Shock chat today is that every single Balatro player is a queer high school musician. I'm not queer. I thought it was 375, my bad. Oh, no, you're chilling. Somebody in chat is going to say I can already pre-fire somebody in chat is going to be like, yes, you are. Yo, Shock, do you know Marty? I do know Marty, yes. They come into chat every once in a while, and I've raided them before. Let's just ship this right away. Pineco. I don't need more chip jokers. I haven't missed the tall grass one time, by the way. Yo, Shock, can you defeat the allegations that you are secretly straight, bro? I literally have a girlfriend. What are you talking about? Okay, we can ship this, I guess. Weedle's Buns. Sell you. I haven't missed this once. Hello? He could be bi trust, so you're openly straight, bro. Cubone's actually not bad, right? That's X-Molt for pretty much just doing nothing. Yo, Cubone Observatory with high card could actually be kind of clean, though. That could be kind of fire. I need better plus molt if we're going to go down the high card route, though. And I also need to rotate out of Weepin' Bell, so I think I'm going to do that right now. Is your girlfriend actually a pre-transition transgender man? If so, I support him. That's crazy. Did you come hearing Marty voices? Because I think you do. That just stun-locked me. Hello? I'm just gonna move on. Trance? That's huge. That's actually kind of fire. Let's take the power pack. We could take Lake. Probably I'll take a totem for right now. Paintbrush. Probably I do take that eventually. I think right now is not the play. Bruh. First tall grass miss, by the way. I am going to sell this totem immediately so I can get the blue seal value. Execute here is so buns. Execute here is actually ass. The key to a good marriage is to kiss a guy every month to make sure you still don't like it. Somebody said truth nuke to that. That's crazy. Oh, matchup's so good, bro. Okay. Pivot. We're taking match op here. That's good plus molt, and it's just insane for high card. Earn $5 if played hand is exactly 4 cards and has at least 4. Nope. That shit's not happening. Sorry, Cricketot. Sorry, Cricketot. That's not happening. Let's take the Thunderstone for more Jold. Let's take Paintbrush. I'm noticing a trend with these jokers. Whatever do you mean? Whatever do you... Oh, yeah, they all synergize around high card. Wait, I noticed that too, chat. Wait, I noticed that too. Yeah. They all have high card synergy. That's why I took them, chat. You guys are keen to pick up on that, though? Bruh. Okay, it's fine. We still get the blue seal value. And the gold card. Wait, I should have discarded for more gold. Doesn't matter. Okay, Graveler is -2 hand size, but it's just an insane amount of chips. I just need molt, man. +3 molt for each unscored card in played hand. +2 foresight, +5 molt for each unscored card in played hand, ×2 molt if an unscored card has the same rank as a foreseen card. Wait, this is kind of fire, no? And it's a Gunner bait card, so this would be kind of a fire thumbnail if I took this. Wait, hold up. Orange? Oops, all orange. Okay, blind packs. That's actually kind of good for high stakes. We need that. We need that. Holy. Okay, let's take this. I'm going to be broke for like forever. That's fine. Maybe I take an investment tag here. I feel like with all these goofballs... Now, I need these guys to evolve, low-key. I'm not taking the investment tag. I low-key need these guys to evolve badly. It's all orange. Not anymore. Not anymore. Okay. Insane how when we actually have plus molt, we, like, score. Wait, that's crazy. Also, Cubone's gonna evolve so fast if we keep hitting these blue seals. 5 clams. Hermie. I think we just put that in the bag right now. Try and get as far ahead as possible. Cracker cards. That's higher blue seal density, so we take that. Arcana pack. Abyss. Pretty buns. I guess we just take a wheel. That's a nope ski, but it's a yes ski for Cubone. Shock's a cracker. I don't think you can say that, man. I don't think you could say that. Save this video for Halloween and then dress up as Joker for the thumbnail with low punny. Never cook again. Never cook again. Why is my STJ still last run? Eh? What do you mean? Wait, what does that mean? Oh, I forgot I had 1 discard. Streamer. That was an inopportune discard. What are you doing? Whoa, I hit both of my gold cards? Wait, that's sick. Smash like, am I right? Blue seal action. Oh, slay the jokers. I'm an idiot. $11. Yanma's ass. Doduo. Still showing cards from last run, at least for me. I would say refresh, unless other people are experiencing the same thing. I think all of these are just terrible, right? Does it, do any of these guys need like some special evolution tech? Linking cord, but we don't have that, so I guess I make you into a king for literally no reason other than it scales Cubone. Also don't have any tech for the eye, so hopefully we don't just pass away. That's pretty nice. Let's do this RQ just for the free Lycanroc hand. I can ship this. Let me do this real quick as well. What do our jokers do at Focus Shock? Wait, is Slay the Jokers not working for literally anyone else? They joke, brother. That is crazy. Okay, what is our opportune hand here? We have no 4s. We have 2 aces, 5 kings, 3 jacks, 3 8s, 2 7s, 3 2s. So probably we just discard this. Or play this, I guess. No, I'm saving that dollar. Fuck you. Can actually play a 2-pair here and hope that the glass breaks. Smash, 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 smash. Piss! Anyway. It works for me. Oh, okay. Graveler on the left, plus 175 chips and -2 hand size. Matchup gives us +1 hand and -1 discard and a little bit of plus molt. Cubone gives us plus molt for consumables that we hold on to. Baneri gives us plus molt for unscored cards, and Lycanroc gives us a free hand if we play exactly 1 card and it is an even card. Otherwise, it's just literally even Steven. We're playing a high card build. Let's take Clearance Sale. Chariot's probably not terrible here, but I don't think it's the best thing ever. I think I'm going to save money. Let's full discard to try and get some Jolt action. Cringe. Get the free hand cooking. Ship this. Bro, I need some X-Molt. Badly. Badly. I need this Lopunny to come online, bruh. Pause. Let's ship the pair here. Just in case it doesn't win. Okay. Could have drawn our blue seal is why. Okay, Machoke has evolved, so now we have no discards, but we have all the hands in the world. And now linking chords are, like, indispensable. I'm going to use an Emperor that's going to make no sense to anybody unless y'all are paying attention to the Cubone evolution. Like, prerequisite, which is popping consumables. What is our boss? Is the blind pack worth? Selected cards are flipped face down. That is maybe the boss that I would care about literally the least at this point. These are all buns. Mercury is probably the most accessible. Let's go next. That Cracker card is never getting destroyed because we lose all of our discards. I just remembered that, and I am sad. Let's ship the high card 2. Let's ship this, and then this gets a ×2 from Lopunny. Huge. And then I guess we just ship this. Sure. Who's saying 6-7? Mr. Shock, are you ignoring me again? I still see no Wimp mod. I said I would install it for multiplayer, bruh. I said I wasn't going to do it tonight. Tall Grass, we don't need Pocket Pack. Linking Cord, Linking Cord, Linking Cord. Damn! It's fine. We could take a Firestone for deck fixing, or we could take a Moonstone for higher high card level. We're getting by just fine, so I think we take the speculative Firestone. Nice. Blind Pack. I'm not really worried about this boss. Unscored 7 high card is best case scenario. We'll play this for the free Lycanroc hand. Bang. Why was that not a ×2? Why was that not a ×2? Hello? Was that not a ×2 because it was face down? Wait, that's actually so cringe. Let's try that again. This should also be a ×2. Wait, Lopunny's actually scamming me. Lopunny's actually hardcore scamming me. Okay, interesting. Hieroglyph, probably an auto take when we have Machamp coming at us. The needle is... Ooh. Machamp does not work like Burger, where you get the hands into the blind. So I think Needle still sets us to one hand. So actually, probably we have to take the Hieroglyph here just to not immediately die. Let's skip that. That is like the worst Spectral pack of all time. Silver Seal, not terrible. Gives us Cubone accessibility. Let's take the Mars card for Cubone, even though it literally does nothing for us. We need to evolve him very quickly. We're counting down to your eternal damnation. Hello. What do you mean? Let's ship the free high card. 10,000 points. Let's just ship this 3 and try and smash it. I know this is going to get me, like, no score. That's fine. Let's ship the high card here. Okay. Unscored 8 gives us a ×2. This should be Blue Seal proc, I think. No, we need one more hand after this, right? Just barely. Unscored 6 gives us Low Punny proc. This gives us Blue Seal. Had to be there, Shock. Okay, whatever you say. Pluto card. $7. Teddiurse is just better red card. I don't know how significant that is this late into the blind, or this late into the run. Honestly, I probably still take it over Lycanroc, because Lycanroc's kind of not doing shit at this point, besides giving us one free hand. But it's like a free shitter hand, which, like, who cares? Hermit card is fantastic. We need one more consumable for the Cubone, so probably... Yeah, I'll take a black hole anyway, but that especially works. Okay, we have one more blind to take the Hieroglyph. Is there Sudowoodo? Sudowoodo is in this mod. Sudowoodo is also, like, kind of broken in this mod, actually. We can't score, because this... Yeah, ×2 mult if an unscored card has the same rank as a foreseen card. So the king here never gets the ×2. So probably I just want to ship it. Excuse me. Why is everybody counting down, bro? Hello? I could spend $3 on the king here to get ×2. Kinda don't want to do that. Surely I top deck an ace. All right. Probably I should have done that, honestly. Pokeball? Hell yeah, brother. Unscored 4 is a ×2. Probably I die here, no? Unless I get very lucky. Unscored 10, unscored 3. Yeah, I have neither. I think we just barely passed, though. Why is Cubone looking like he's not about to evolve? That's concerning. Oh, there we go. +1 consumables times 0.4 molt for each held consumable. Thick clubs count as double. Huge. Let's rip an Arcana. I could Emperor for the Marowak. That seems fine. Let's take the Celestial. Hopefully this grants us a Pluto. It grants us a pair level. That's cringe, but whatever. And now I just have to Hieroglyph and Pray. Because I think Needle is still one hand here. Yeah, Needle is still one hand. I do get the ×2 on Lopunny, so maybe this is actually not that bad. Probably with the Marowak score here we win, but we are sacrificing one item card to do so. I think that's fine, though. Still need that linking cord, man. Why are we counting down, chat? Hello? What is happening? All right, let's ship this. If I lose here, I'm going to crash out. Okay, 61K if we get the ×2 on Lopunny. That's good score. That's good score. Rotom. 1 in 2 chance to create an item card when any booster pack is opened. Booster packs cost 1 less. Transforms when using a machine. What the hell do any of these do? If first discard is exactly 2 cards, enhance both to Molt cards. Earn $3 per scoring enhancement card played, removes enhancement. When blind is selected, create a random consumable with one of the additions. When blind is selected, destroy Joker to the right and create a tag. Decrease rank of first 2 cards held in hand at the end of the... We're not buying this, is what I'm seeing. Somebody redeemed switch buttons. Whoa, 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 whoa. 128 speed? Who did that? Yeah, I'm not doing that shit. That would probably make me nauseous, not gonna lie. I think I need more X-Molt than anything, so I think I'm going to take the Earth Energy into Marowak. I think we don't need as many chips. Let's rip an Overstock Plus. Is -2 a Northern Lion reference? No, it's a Germa thing. Every Northern Lion reference is like a Germa reference. Like, actually. Yeah, I would, I mean, probably not too far off. I feel like every streaming reference is kind of a Germa reference. All right, now I'm broke, but I'm at least pretty powerful. Okay, no X-Molt, I'm getting 40 grand. Not too shabby. Like, no extra X-Molt. I think I can't get Blue Seal in my hand without just winning, so that is what it is. +5 Fairy Terra Orb. Excuse me. Blind pack, standard pack, none of these are really appealing. I don't think we don't need we definitely don't need a blind pack. Let's just go next. Oh, I should have took the packs for Teddy. I'm broke. I can't do that anyway. Let's ship this. Germa is the streamer. That is true. Is Uma Musume a Germa reference or a Northern Lion reference? Who knows, man? Speaking of Uma Musume, Mr. Cock, will you be playing it for Variety Night? Bro, I already have so many games that I gotta play other than Balatro this week. I'm not adding another one to the roster. But also probably not to Uma Musume. God, I can't talk, man. All right, I need to start skipping for the Teddy Ursa, man. That is insane plus Molt that I am just sleeping on. Skip again. Let's go next. The swing should be fine. Lopunny is going to cuck me, but that's okay. Let's play this. This is an ace. I guess it didn't matter because I was going to draw the other guy. Ship this. Tragic that that was a high card and it still didn't trigger Lopunny. Wild. 12 clams. Pluto card. You like getting cucked. No, I don't. Who said that? Purple seal, but I want to skip so that I can evolve Teddy Ursa. Skip that just because it's buns. Privilege. 1 in 8 cards are debuffed. The old arch nemesis makes a return, does he? This doesn't get the X-Molt, but I would just like to smash this. Tragedy. Bang. Ooh. Hit him with one of these. Shall I? Shall I? Sunstone. Pretty garbage. Lopunny said that. Hello? Gives a new meaning to Shock playing non-vanilla Balatro. Hey? Pokemon Lost Edition, there's a lot of mods added with this pack. Welcome in. This is Pokemon Lost Edition Bunko Nidos, I'm pretty sure. Bloon Latro as well. Chat, I'm just now realizing, is there like a new config button for Bloon Latro Jokers? Because we've been seeing the packs for Bloon Latro, but I don't think I've seen a Bloon Latro Joker this entire stream. I think I fucked up the Pokemon config, actually. I'm just now tuning into this. We haven't seen a single non-Pokemon Joker this entire stream. I'm just now tuning into this. Did you disable Pokemon's Pokemon only option? I have in the past, but maybe I must have just re-enabled it in the past and I don't remember it. Because we haven't seen any of the other Jokers. All right, that's fine. This could still go up on the main channel as a Pokemon run. That's okay. Pokemon high stakes is still interesting, no? Okay, unscored 10, Pog. If you re-enable it now, does it continue? I'm not sure, so I'm not gonna try it in fear that it might just break everything. Let's make you into a Jold. Let's ship this. We get the $3 to pay the rent and the Pluto card. Ursaring is sick. This fuels the Marowak and also gives us plus molt. Hitmontop. Gains X molt if deck size is exactly 52. It either works fine or won't do anything, I think. I don't know which offhand. I could check the code and find out. Nah, you don't gotta worry about it, man. I appreciate you, though. We'll just run this run to its completion, and then we'll chill. I mean, Hitmontop is more consistent low punny right now, and it only gets better. So let's just do this, and then death cards are now our friends, right? If we always have to be at 52 for Hitmontop to gain scaling, then we want loads of death cards to make more gold, but more so to make more blue seals. Okay, there's a blue seal. That's very huge. 67 grand on hand. This still wins, right? Yeah, for sure. You would probably have to restart the game and then it would work. There's certain configs that you do need to restart the game for, but I believe that's not one of them, which I don't know how that works, but I don't know. Okay, Pluto card achieved. Insider trades +1 booster pack slot. That's broken, especially with Ursaring. Holy. Let's take this. Ultra Ball could be funny. Probably we just skip, though. Excuse me. Prism Scale. Pretty buns. Could take a Moonstone. Let's take a Moonstone to try and up our high card level, but it also evolves Ursaring, and Ursaluna's kind of broken. I would love to be able to take this, but I think I probably can't. Duskstone. That's fine. No. Go next. Amnesia resets high card to level 1 temporarily. I think that matters a little bit, but not enough to be scary. Ship this. 87 grand, not bad. Ship this. Another 87 grand, no blue seal, so I can keep the items in hand. Doesn't that matter quite a lot? Not really, because we have... I mean, it matters for molt, but only like a little bit, because we have... I mean, this is like not that good base value high card. You lose a third of your chips in molt? Not really. We definitely don't lose a third of our chips. Okay, maybe we do. I think we'll still be fine. You might be onto something. I think probably we're still fine, but now you're scaring me. Okay, let's sell this. I really need a linking cord regardless so that I can get these two evolved, because once I get these two evolved, we're kind of just chilling. Polychrome Leafstone. I'm kind of fine with that, depending on what we roll into. I got a Celeste phone cover today. It's pretty hype. That's actually kind of sick. Let's take this. Making our temperance value worse for short-term gain here. Portable lake. I mean, the lake kind of synergizes with Marowak, right? Let's just take this. Disabling the option now would just work. All right. I'm going to keep going with this run, but that is good knowledge. Prism scale. Tragic. Can I get a linking cord? Twisted spoon? I got curious and had to check. You're chilling. You're chilling. I appreciate it. Many thanks. Dawnstone. Good money. Probably better than prism scale. Take one more. Devil card's pretty sick. Probably I keep the Dawnstone though. Dawnstone's $22. Ship it. 105. Boss is 400 grand. I think we're just barely okay, right? Thunderstone's kind of fire. Oh, no, it's not. I can't use this. Because of Hitmontop, unless I get, like, outside deck fixing. Wait, that's kind of sad. Calculated. 11 clams. We don't need those. The dragon scale's mid. My shit just muted. That's my bad. These are all terrible. Sell you. Linking cord. Damn. Let's take the Arcana pack because I can use this in the Arcana pack at the very least. Nice. W planet level, and we get a Mega Molt tag. Skip for Terra Orb. Cringe. Sell. Skip for Hardstone. Ooh. Ooh. Let's sell this and just rip a dragon scale. That's ass. Let's pick this up. Take a Pluto level. One more reroll. No linking cord. Sag. Okay, now how does this work in the blind if this hits? Oh, it just gives me level 2. Wait, that's kind of funny. Wait, that's kind of funny. Oh, wait, but now I only have 2 consumables. Wait, I might have just fucked myself. Nah, surely we're fine. Surely. We're locked in. We're locked in. No, not a worry in the world. That's scary. We are not locked in, chat. I think we're cooked. I think me using that Pluto card actually did far more harm than good. It's going to be close. No, it's not. I just almost assuredly lose here, right? I needed to draw exactly the silver seal to stay alive. I'm cooked. Ah! With one of these? Quick refund Gamba. No. Surely this just barely gets us by, right? You gotta be shitting me. It's okay. Okay. Let me go back and turn all the other shit on. Man, that's tragic. Okay. No, it's in mod config. I'm an idiot. There we go. Joker pool. Not Pokemon only. There we go. I don't even remember voting in the Gamba. You don't have a badge by your name, so I think you didn't. I just got back. Tragic. All right. Same prediction. Lock in. Bet your channel points. Random deck is Fortune deck, which is just oops all sixes but in a deck. Doubles all probabilities and nothing else. That's what you're betting channel points on. And of course, we're going to go the highest stake. Amphi redeemed to play this deck. There's no text box? No, I didn't make a text box with that. I just figured you would, like, scream it at me in chat. Ugh, Adora deck? Do you want me to switch that for right now, or do you want me to do that next run? I don't know if you want to do it for this or next run. It's up to you. I can just refund Jamba if you want to do it right now. 2 cock deck, please, if you still have Bala multiplayer installed. I can't do cocktail deck because it's incompatible with the latest Steam modded version. And some of this shit doesn't work on old Steam modded. Gamba is 10v0. It makes no difference. That is true. There are literally 0 people running on doubting right now. I might be refunding the Jamba anyway. Never mind. All right, lock in. We could do it next. That works. Monoclay versus first boss. Not a big fan of that. What am I doing? Wait, I forgot about the face cards. Wait, hang on. Let's do Undertale this time around because we've done Silksong quite a bit. And then by the same note, let's do DK. We've been doing a lot of Inscriptions, so let's do Cuphead. Let's do Elden Ring, because we've only done those like once, and then these are fine. Okay, lock back in. Oh, my buttons are back to where I need them to be. It is going to take some getting used to, though. Almost pressed discard twice there, or almost pressed like the reverse button 2 separate times there. Stickerless mail-ins, disgusting. When blind is selected, combine hands and discards. Interesting. That's okay. I mean, as a rental, I'm never taking that, but that is interesting. Let's take the rebate. Go next. We have rebate on 2s. Probably I go for the hearts. Tragic. Do I have the straight? I do have the straight. Can play the straight, and that makes rebate a bit more consistent. I can make a separate mod specifically for cocktail deck and make it compatible with other mods. I mean, if you wanted to do that, I would play it for sure. I would add it to the roster. 3 of a kind wins here, right? No, 3 of a kind faces is 180, so this does not win, just barely. So let's ship this, and then that gets us pretty close to getting out. Never mind, I can't do math. Okay. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Riff Raff. This has the hindered tag, so it's still going to charge us $3, but I feel like that's worth $3 for 2 stickerless commons. I'm down. I'm just going to sell this immediately as well. Sleepy Rockruff, pretty not good. Or Frag Bombs. 2 and 3 chance to create a planet card for each discarded 4. I feel like this is also buns, but I guess I'll just take it and sell. And then rebate is on 4s anyway, so hey, maybe it actually ends up being good. Foil Talk and Australian Shepherd. Okay, not terrible. Playing a hand, gain money equal to the number of remaining discards. That's kind of clean. Ship this, we get 2 clams. No 4s. Ship this, we get 2 clams. No 4s. Ship this, we get 2 clams. This might win. No, this never wins, right? Nope. 2 4s. Get a Uranus and a Mercury card. Probably I'm just using both of those, and then we have a little bit of leniency for where we build. Talk is just better. Delayed Grat, what the hell? Yeah, pretty much. And then discards don't really matter at this point because we can't generate value off of them efficiently, so we'll just play the pair here, and we get an extra $1. Giga value, nice. $10. Earn $5 at end of round, minus $1 each round. Cringe. Take a power pack, I guess. Stuns 5 selected cards, gain +2 discards, or gain +3 hands. That seems pretty broken with what we have cooking right now. Let's take a reroll. +30 chips. This Joker gains +40 chips after first hand of round. Resets when boss is defeated. It's alright. It's perishable rental. Probably I'm not taking that. This comes with essentially a death card stapled to it. I don't know how much I actually care about that right now, though. I think I'll take another reroll here. Last played number card gives ×2 molt when scored. I think these have all just been bad. Let's go next. I hate these bosses. Bunko adds one, and I think Lost Edition adds one. Skip the shop after defeating this blind. Bro. Literally the worst. Literally the worst. Discards would have synergized with rebate. I mean, hands synergize with rebate as well, right? Not as well. Not as well, that's fair. Probably selling you. I guess I could planet block for right now. Let's put a pin in that. Discarding 4 still. Let's play the 2 pair. 2 clams. 390. No 4s. I do have a flush. Ship this. There's my 4s. Try and get some talk value as well as some more rebate potential, which we didn't end up hitting, but that's fine. Any Molt Joker here is insane. 5 clams, Pokeball, what's in the box? Buizel, I do not need more chips, but thanks anyway, bruh. Celestial, what's in the box? Mercury card's fine. Let's sell this for the Shepherd. Let's take this. I think neither of these matter. Probably I'll just take you and then I can sell you. Reroll. Reroll one more. Breloom? I like a stickerless Breloom. That kind of works with like anything that we end up doing right now. Sell you, see what's in the planet card box. +2 hand size. It's like the worst thing we could have gotten, to be fair. But whatever. Let's go for the discard angle for rebate. I can play the 2 pair. Can play the straight. Could crack a straight level here. I don't think I need to, though. Okay, we found the other 2 4s. Toss those as well. I can play this 2 pair. And I can play this straight. We don't have a straight. I'm blind. I can play this full house. That works for me. Rebate on 10s. $9. Bloodstone, stickerless. Maybe? We are on Fortune deck. Wait, this is like insane, no? Almost forgot we were on Fortune deck. Yeah, probably I just take this if we're on Fortune deck. Stickerless Bloodstone, are we serious? Let's take the standard. Not much in there. I think probably I go for a flush pivot. Creates a negative item at the end of the round, and this turns into scaling X-Molt for leftovers. This gives you a coupon tag and turns into money and scaling X-Molt. Guess we doing heart flushes now? Yeah, probably. Bloodstone OP. Yeah, on this deck. It's not too bad, is it? Let's go next. Skipping the shop. Love to see it. +2 hands. Probably 1 Bloodstone flush wins with a level 2 flush. So I think I just grind all of the Talk money that I can get. Okay, come on, man. Work with me. I want to test this. I know I'm sacking hella econ here, but I want to see. I just want to gauge where the numbers are at. We're in a fine place with econ anyways. This is fine. What is this getting me with guaranteed bloodstone hits? Okay, that's enough to beat this entire next ante. I'm cool with that. I'm going to sell you for the Shepherd. Venus card. Cringe. We got hand size. Okay, so Hearts Flush wins. So let's Talk max, and then we can rebate, and then we can flush. It's kind of the goat draw. That's somehow even better. $6 off a Talk. 15 off a rebate, maybe even more. Okay, 15 off a rebate is still insane. Play the flush, get out. How we managed to find this many stickerless jokers in Diamond Stake is beyond me. Well, okay, these two were natty in the shop. No, these three were natty in the shop. The only two other stickerless jokers that we found had to be stickerless because they came from Riff Raff. Yo, this is just insane tag luck, man. This is just actually insane tag luck. Okay, let's take the Jumbo Standard. I hate, like, all of these with the exception of maybe the Steel 5, but I still feel like we could get better value. I didn't need the linking cord. I don't know why I sold that. Abra's a 2-in-2 chance to create an item or tarot card if played poker hand has already been played, so we can just ship a bunch of high cards before we play the Bloodstone flush and generate like all the value in the world. This is rental, but probably it's generating. So I mean, we're so ahead on econ, and this is going to generate us so much value that probably we don't care like at all. This evolves into tarots or twisted. It starts as items or tarots, evolves into tarots or twisted spoons, evolves into fools or twisted spoons, and then is just broken if we get the mega. I mean, probably we just slip this in. Pause. Let's rip the pack while we're planet blocking. Kinda sad, but we already have a level in 2 pair, so I guess we take another. Should have planet blocked there. Star card is not what I want. Dog's playing poker. Times 2.5 mults if every scored rank is hackable. Probably we're not taking this as a perishable rental. I could take a shiny stone, and if we get like a polychrome, we just death that card forever and we're set. Let's go next. Lose $1 per card discarded. I think that matters like only a little bit. It matters for rebate, but we don't really care about that, right? Let's ship the 2 pair. Talk is going to be insane value here. We're going to get buku bucks. Funny money, if you will, off of Talk. Let's play another 2 pair. Still looking for aces. Whiffed the Abra, actually, so let's do this. Foil, cringe. Okay, now I'm starting to shit myself a little bit. We have 5 discards. Let's just crack this, actually. Just maximize our Talk value here. Ship the high card. Abra's active on high cards now. No aces, really? That's crazy. Fool action, we'll take it. There's the ace. Hit him with one of these. Magician is insane on this deck. Let's rip this. Let's rip this. Let's rip this. No more aces. Tragic. Let's ship high card here for the money. Or not for the money, for the Abra. Also for the money. Waterstone. Probably I don't care. And then we ship the... no, we take a discard. Hello. Probably I take more discards. Just in case we come across any aces. No aces. Play all the lucky cards. We're on the fortune deck, so these are twice as likely to hit. This is an insane start, man. This is actually a crazy start. If I fumble... I know I say this like every time right before I fumble the match, but if I fumble this, I'm actually an idiot. Okay, with one lucky trigger in the second slot, we're scoring just shy of 30 grand. Pichu, times 0.75 molt, earn $10 at end of round. That's insane value, but I think probably everything else is just either contributing too much to our scoring or is just better. With the exception of maybe Breloom, but Breloom is kind of interesting, so I think I'm going to keep him. Plus, this is perishable rental, so actually, who cares? Take the Magician card into the Arcana. Probably I pocket that Magician card for right now. I'll take the Hermit for 20 bucks. Duskull. Retrigger first 4 scored cards on final hand of round. Retriggered first 4 scored cards on final hand of round. If there is one unscored card in final hand, destroy it and create a spectral card. Wait, that's insane. Retrigger all scored cards in final hand of round. Spectral cards may appear in the shop. This is just broken, no? Wait, this is sick. And this is one of my favorite Pokemon, so honestly, I'm getting rid of Breloom for Duskull here. Never mind, I didn't read the tag. It's reactive. That shit's actually never working. Seltzer, but it's scattering, so I can't take that. Obelisk, but it's scattering, and it's Obelisk in a run such as this. Man, that Duskull would have been so cool. I'm actually kind of pissed over that. Whatever. These are all kind of buns. What's in my Fool? Because I guess Abra could make a Fool. Hermit? Yeah, fuck no. Lover's card is not worth speculative $20. I don't give one shit. Okay. I mean, Talk is still kind of giga-dollars, though, to be fair. This loses money per discard. So I guess we just only discard for rebate, and we're fine. Okay, let's use this so that we have the open slot for Abra. Let's ship this for the item. Death card is huge. Let's make more Lucky Kings because that's a good thing to build around and also gives us more rebate money. Hit him with this to potentially see more hearts. We have the hearts flush now, so let's do this. Sun card, huge. Just rip that, honestly. Hello, Shock. Hello, Jaden. Welcome in. Then we get rid of these goofballs. Hopefully one more king pulls up. No. Let's use this just to be sure. Because if we get no lucky hits, I'm pretty sure we score marginally not enough to win. So probably with the extra bonus, we always win. Put these in front just in case of molt triggers. How are you doing? Pretty good, pretty good. Can't complain. Was that a money trigger first? No, that was Talk. Never mind. Okay. 10 bucks. Telescope kind of fire for right now. That's gonna fight us later in the game, but that's okay. Reroll Summit or Growlithe. Times 1.5 molt. If played hand contains a flush, first play to unenhanced card. Yeah, that's kind of underwhelming. Let's take both of these. Psychic Energy doesn't help that at all, I don't believe. Polychrome? Oh! That's so good. Telescope on high card? Oh, yeah, you're probably right. Oh, yeah, because of Talk. It's fine. Gets it out of the pool. Trust, that was the master plan anyway. I was testing you guys. You passed. Don't think we need banana. Toast is kind of nice for deck fixing. And we're playing shitter hands anyway. +4 hazards, +1 hand size. I mean, I'll rock with a +1 hand size just for right now. Hazards are kind of cringe, but, like, who cares? Oh, wait, hazards are deck fixing for unenhanced cards. No, but it hit a... Nah, god damn it, it hit my polychrome card. So now my polychrome card might die. It actually has a higher chance to die, which is frustrating, but whatever. Okay, ship the high card. Let's just toast this right off the bat, because I would like to see more toast, potentially. Ship the high card, we get $3. That gets fixed. Ship this yet again. If held in hand at the end of round... Oh, no, we just have to discard the polychrome if it comes up. All right, I'm fine with that. Play this. We get a rock. That's okay. 1-6. Toss this. I guess I always do this first, right? Abyss. If I get a 7, I'd low-key rock that. This is always flush. Do I have paintbrush? I don't remember picking up paintbrush. Why do I have +1 hand size? Oh, I'm an idiot. Tarantula. I'm kind of not smart. Okay. Bang. No 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bang. No 6s. I'm not going to discard further because I don't want to see that polychrome. Let's... I guess just ship this. Let me do this, actually. No, that doesn't matter. I can Tarot block with this. I don't really care about Abyss. Put the Luckies in front for the inevitable molt triggers. And now that I said that, there's not going to be a single one and I'm going to die. Yo, I was kidding, though. Yo, I was kidding, though. That's okay. We still won. But, like, low-key, I was kidding. I wasn't being serious, but, like, you know, thanks for not killing me anyway. That's, you know, kind of cool of you. Let's take the power pack. Tech bot. I mean, that's kind of disgusting. Just more mail-in. Can you sell all jokers, please? No. Why are you saying that as a believer? Hello? We don't need re-triggers. If I just play more than one flush, or if I get any molt triggers. Probably I don't care that much about the rock. I guess we have mail-in, so like I kind of do, but it's fine. I would never believe. You literally have the badge. Hello? Let's rock 2 pair again, I guess. You are literally colorblind. I'm not doing this. King's Rock. I don't care that much about that. Death card, however, I care quite a bit about. Just gonna keep it a stack, y'all. Death card, kind of fire. I'd like to keep my Abron high card, so probably I'm just gonna ship this. Let's use this like immediately. This is rightmost Joker. Oh, next hand. Bruh. Okay. Well, let's just do this then. Wait, does this even work with mail-in? Surely. Yeah, okay. It does. Good shit. Man, I should have really maximized the amount of 5s in my hand then. Well, I guess I can just do this, no? Man, it always hits the polychrome. Are we serious? Okay. That's alright. It's out of my hand now, so it can't be destroyed. That's all that matters. Sell this. Let's go for Abra value. And then best case scenario, we copy another king. Actually, I probably should keep these just like bummy ones in my hand, right? Unless they're hearts, which they're literally not, because then they'll be destroyed. -2 didn't fall for the rage bait. Okay, good night, all. Good night, Colin. Appreciate you popping in. Thank you, thank you. Let's do this. We still have a flush in hand. Actually, I can just do this, no? 4 random held cards to be the suit of 1 selected card, so I can just do this and hope it hits the king. Pog, that hit nothing. Sweet. Ship this. Actually, we ship this because we always have the death card. No, because I don't want a death, just bullshit. I don't want to block death either, but that's like way more or way less likely in a mod like this with just an immense amount of jokers or an immense amount of tarot cards. Y'all catch my drift. Oh, wait, I probably just die here if I don't get molt triggers. Wait, I was not paying attention at all. At all. I can't get Flush House here either. Let me do this then. That's okay. +1 lucky trigger potential. Pretty please. Nice. Calculated. Calculated. Not even close. Actually, not even close, man. Jim Ball is terrible. Jim Ball might be my least favorite modded Joker of all time. He just does actually nothing. Almost sold? Nah, I would never. Chat, when have I ever sold? I don't think I've ever done that. Destroy all scoring cards in 3 hands. I don't think I have the... I mean, I guess I could get rid of Tarantula. What does Spidops do? Spidops is just the same thing, but more hazards. Yeah, but hazards can fix my deck faster, or like more efficiently than the pineapple, probably. Lust for $9. Or make a steel or universe. Probably just lust for $9. Double all sources of money, 2 and 3 chance to pay out with $1 instead. That's so huge. +1 discard if played hand contains a straight. Nope. Nope. Shiny Pot of Greed. Wait, this is disgusting. It's perishable, which I don't love. It's scattering, which I love even less. So this is kind of just free value. I don't think I can take this, though, because it just destroys so much value with it. I think I just go next. The fish here is also quite unfortunate. I'm just going to keep it a stack. Okay, I need at least 2 flushes now just to make sure that there aren't any close calls. Which means I'm getting at most 2 items from this blind. Let me ship this. Let me sort by suit. That's gotta be a heart, man. That's gotta be a heart. Yeah, no, it literally has to be a heart. No, it doesn't. Bruh. Okay, that's more like it. This will be our kind of big flush if this ends up winning. That just is what it is. Yep, it's going to win because we got a molt trigger. You get a money trigger as well, though, so it's not like we sold that much value at the end of the day. We have a Kadabra now, so now we either get a random tarot or a twisted spoon. Passage. Can we survive the extra ante? I think no. So let's not take that. Clearance sales, Pog. Let's try and block a little bit. That's a decent block. Let's go in here. Magician or Death. Probably I make this into a lucky card before I start to death it. But that's probably our end game. Let's take you. Jim Boy's terrible. One more. Pocket Pack. Linking Cord for Fast Kadabra. Make more kings for rebate. Increase left, decrease right. Yeah. I said Fast Kadabra, I meant Fast Alakazam. Go next. I'm just going to rip the straight up flush because I am shit scared to lose. So I'm going to pass up like all the value in the world. That's okay though. Especially when I get a molt trigger right off rip. Okay, now we have Zam, so we get Fools or Twisted Spoons, which is kind of broken. That's Buns. Let's take the Pocket Pack. Can't take the Dawnstone. I feel like that's still bugged, but I'm not going to question it. Could maybe take an Ice Stone here. Let's just try and fix with the Ice Stone, honestly. I don't think we need the score. And then we'll go next again. Free 20 from the Dusk Stone. Discarding 6s. Bro. Classic example of why I hate the switch buttons redeem. Classic example, minus $5. That's so sick. Let's ship this. Molt Trigger, it's cooked. Never mind, turns out blind scaling is real. I top deck the other flush. This can only destroy dog shit. And I get a Fool. With a Magician. I don't think that matters. Probably I saved that Fool for like a death card. I think something got destroyed. That's sick. 10 clams. Don't care about any of those. Let's try and block a little bit. I keep thinking this is a Spectral Scaler, which is like kind of broken. Seance is funny, but not exactly doable. Let's go into the Arcana. Death card, death card, death card. Tempe? No. Lust card. Maybe. Let's go Lust. Let's go Fool Lust. I can't use that right now. I'm an idiot. The hazard destroyed itself like a dumbass. Dude, I'm not complaining. Let's Terra Orb the Bloodstone because that can give us the ability to energize it, which would be kind of busted. Diamond's debuffed. That's fine. Probably that only impacts our econ. Let's take the Lust card. Let's get the money from the Jack. Let's, I guess, play a pair. Could try for a flush house. Probably that's a pipe dream. I say let's just ship the flush. Molt Trigger first one. Second one. I think that still wins. Okay, we got 2 Molt Triggers. That doesn't win? Damn. I kind of suck at this game. Discard. This has got to win. No. Draw 1 more hazard. Hopefully that's fortunate. Dead. I mean, unless we get like obscenely lucky with this 2 pair, then we're not dead. But otherwise, yeah, dead. For sure. Molt Trigger. First one. Damn. Second one. Fuck. Stream died. Stream died. Huge. You came back right to see me. Right just in time. I can't talk. To see me die. Huge. Looks like that blind was super effective. Gee, Jimbo, do you think so? I don't know. I don't know. Huge. Okay. We died, Nito. Yep. Okay. Prediction paid out. Let's do one more run. Let's do... What did Amphi redeem? It was a Dora, right, Amphi? Door hanger. That's kind of funny. I believe it was a Dora. I gotta find it. Sacrifice cards instead of selling them to level up a random poker hand. That's so weird, man. Excuse me. Probably the chat is gone by now. No, there's no way it is. Adora, yeah. I don't even know if it functions with all the other mods. Well, I guess we're about to see. Start prediction. Jamble time. All right, last run of the night. before I raid somebody. Let's lock in Adora deck. If you didn't catch the description, we can apparently sacrifice cards instead of selling them to level up random poker hands. Let's lock in, shall we? This seems kind of funny. The Veil should be free. Let's go for a better Spades flush. One more time for the Spades. We get the Spades. Huge. Three clams. Well, I guess we can test it right now because this is $1, right? Sack. 4 of a kind. Okay, it works with that at the very least. +1 hand size. Played nature cards have a 1 in 2 chance to earn $1 when scored. Guaranteed if you have other grass cards. Evolves after earning $16. Is this just straight econ and hand size? Is it just straight econ and hand size? Okay. Straight econ and hand size. Probably I don't want that. Probably I want scoring. That's kind of bad. Oh, wait, no. I thought this was the Australian Shepherd from Nito. This one's actually kind of fire. Okay, now we want to try and find, like, full houses, ideally, which is not happening, but maybe. Ship this. Probably a flush doesn't get us there, so let's play pair. We can go for the Spades pivot now. And then flush after this. Cool. Bang. $5. Scattering misprint. We'll take it for right now. That gives us the ability to play pairs. Ideally, we just get like some eternal piece that we can sack one or both of these into. Lucha, huge. Negative cards appear more frequently. We have the Miser. Yay, my favorite boss. Whoopee. Sell this card to create a free breaking tag. Disables the boss blind. Is it worth it to pay? This probably sells for $2. Do we want to pay $3 to see the shop after this blind? Honestly, I'm down. Oh, wait, is this going to create the tag even if we're sacking it instead of selling it? Oh, it doesn't. Wait, okay, that was not worth it at all then. Okay, interesting. 98765. This isn't scaling our one thing, though, so that's probably bait to play that. 616. Ship this. Misprint, don't screw me. Thank you. That kind of breaks some things. Yeah. At least now I know, though. These are all kind of bad. Let's go next. Pair of 9s. Bro, the Shepherd Joker is kind of goated for high stakes. No. That seems to scale quite fast. Probably I just go next, man. Just give me the money, get me out. Dude, these shops are so brutal in high stakes for, like, early antes. Because, I mean, in theory, if Misprint doesn't proc the way I want it to next blind, I'm just fucked, right? $9. We're at interest, at the very least. The mouth is pretty free. I'm gonna go for a discard angle here. Maybe we rock like a full house. That also works. Goddamn. Huge. Wait, that actually ended up working out quite well. $8. Let's see. Headshot. ×3 multi-played hand contains only a single scoring face card, so high card build action. Could take a telescope. That's probably pretty good. Let's take a stickerless Joker. Vamp. Not bad. Let's go next so I can afford this telescope. I have, like, no points if this misprint just decides to be a bitch, though. That's the thing. Go for the full house angle. For the higher base mult. 1460. Dude, that's like not good. 2, 3, 3, 1. 2, 1, 0, 3. So which ones were the 2s? These two. So this is the optimal discard. We can get 2 pair into maybe like full house is probably wishful thinking, but hopefully. Tragic. That helps so much! Yay! Just need a big misprint hit. Calculated. 9 clams. Fool. Let's take the telescope. Let's take the Fool Celestial. No way Uranus is my highest played hand. It's crazy. Maybe I just go Uranus. Actually, Uranus is probably way more sound of a strategy for, like, going to ante-10 anyway. Let's go for the 2 pair action, I guess. There's Uno. Okay. Hopefully we're chilling. There's Dose. Misprint, you are an absolute fuckwit. You know that? 3, 3, 1. 2, 3, 3. 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. So just hit him with one of these. Nice. $10,000, not terrible. Not loving that I have a misprint in my lineup this deep into the game, but it is what it is. Blind packs the wall. Chat, am I crazy for thinking that we can probably be fine with the wall? That's really bad, actually, since we went 2 pair, but maybe we could do that for the wall. I mean, this is probably just not good, right? We can try and make something happen with that for the wall, because otherwise the wall just, like, probably clowns us. I know I just said we can probably beat it, but I think that's cope. Let's take this. Hardstone, Sunstone. Huge. We are giga chillin', surely. Hit him with a 2 pair. Give me that hackable 2 pair. That is not a hackable 2 pair, but that hopefully gets us out if misprint procs comparably. Huge. Huge misprint procs, actually. Holy. My goat. Rental, Scattering, Ride the Bus. Probably way too late for this guy. But maybe we don't have... Maybe we're out of time. Okay, I could get all my money back. I could make more hackable cards out of faces, maybe. Or I could just, like, hang faces with the cracker cards. Probably I just get my money back, because if I get a hermit in this pack, that makes things so much easier. Even though that's, like, giga gambling. Oh, wait, this works with the items as well. I don't know how much I like that, actually. Probably we save the death card for the wall. Okay. This rental's also gonna piss me off, but that's alright. I can take this discard. Sick. Sick. Alright. That's slightly tragic. I guess we get the X mult off of this. Okay, maybe that wasn't that bad, actually. Lightning, these energies don't help. Let's go into the Arcana. Could Great Ball, could Hang Faces, could Devil Card. What's Great Ball for just a stickerless Joker? Every 3 hands played, destroy first card held in hand after scoring, and this Joker gains plus 15 chips. I don't need the chips, but the deck fixing is kind of nice, especially when it's destroying the first card, which is normally going to be a face. That's kind of... it's maybe too slow, but it is what it is. I think sacking it is probably not worth. Okay, I need the wall to hook me up here. Or not the wall, but like I just need... This is what we were saving these tarot cards for. I need the big hand, and I need dogs playing poker to give me the big damage, so to speak. Misprint, if you screw me here, I'm going to be so sad. Plus 19, huge. Okay. I can play this. Meg Cargo is going to proc. That was a +0 misprint. That's so cool. That's actually so pog. This is going to destroy the king and gain chips. Nice. Still somehow draw all faces. That's crazy. I have the 2-pair. More than likely that doesn't win, judging by our misprint stats. So probably I just do this, and if I whiff the 2-pair, we probably wouldn't have won anyway. We do get the hackable 2-pair once again, so dogs playing poker triggers. Huge! That gets us out. All right. We got a build cooking. We got a build cooking. Who knows if it's going to be that good, but we got a build cooking. Cups and Balls is insane, but we're not rich enough to take it, so I think we just go next, especially with the rental tag. What an unsightly top deck. Holy, it gets worse. Oh my lord. This is horrible. Probably I'm dead on that top deck. 4 grand. Let's absolutely go. Either playing a pair or crashing the bus. Wolf with the follow. Welcome in. Gotta play the pair here. We do get the dogs playing poker to trigger. Okay. What did that destroy? The Meg Cargo. I think it destroyed a face. I could be mistaken though. What mod is this? There are a lot of different mods that I am playing with. We have Bunko, Nito's Jokers, Lost Edition, and Pokermon, among some cosmetic mods, like this guy is Misprint. Thunderstone, could probably take that. Anything to make copies, and then the gold cards are just like kind of the cherries on top. Shiny Joker, we are not strong enough to take. Make more 5s, I guess. And then discard. That's awkward, to say the very least. There's the 5s. Meg Cargo's about to trigger. Okay. And with one of these, my cargo eats a 10. That should be fine. I was going to say W voice crack, but in honesty, I don't even know what the hell that was. Can ship a 2 here, and probably with the dogs playing poker trigger, we're chilling. 19 grand. This is not looking like the worst run I've ever seen. Mega Spectral, I mean, that's just the Green Goblin mask. The 8. Link together any number of selected unlinked cards in hand. Holy. Okay. Add Fluorescent to 3 selected cards in hand. That's buns. Probably I make a gold seal, and then I could link together a 5 and a 4, but that's pretty cringe, honestly. Like, that doesn't do anything. Probably I just use cleanse on these. Maybe you just high card for the low numbers. Well, we're going to need planet scaling, plus high card doesn't scale the chip scaler here. We're gonna need planet scaling to get to like the high antes, I think. So I'm kind of hesitant to do that, even though it is like more reliable. Let's take some off the top. Hopefully this is a 2-pair. There's literally no way that this could be a high card, so we'll just ship this. Okay. That's fine. Dude, that scored actual nothing. Misprint is just such a bum. Let me do this so that I destroy another 10. Nice. I think I just do this, man. I need the dogs trigger. Ooh. Just short. But I do end up winning here. I mean, high card's 28k. How can I bring that up, though? I just need another X-Mole Joker, I guess. Chip print is crazy. Negative bias again. Solitude. Odds are debuffed. That's really bad for dogs. Well, I guess dog sees through it, though, right? So probably it doesn't matter. Dude, I'm just so broke. This is so unfortunate. Hang another 10. Why not? No, I can't hang another 10, man. We gotta hang faces. Let's do this. This gets the dogs trigger and hangs a king. Okay, we get the gold seal. Tragic. I think I just ship the gold seal, honestly, and try and get some money cooking, because I am just broke as hell. Sure. Okay, mag is about to trigger again. Almost at interest cap. Jupiter card's not doing it for me. Let's go next. Need a bit of a better draw, ideally, but mag is hanging face here. Hanging a face. I can't play a high card and hang a face at the same time, though, so probably, I mean, I could just, like, do this, but that's really risky. It pays off, though, huge. I mean, let me just do this, man. Dude, I have so many chips, like, this is so odd. Odd Balatro reference, Smash like. 37 grand. I can go for more gold, hopefully. No. Tragic. Mag's about to trigger again, which is good, because this is not going to win. Oh, I can hang a jack. Beautiful. And I get gold card money to pay rent. Yo, I like shit talked him a little bit, but Magcargo's kind of my goat. I'm not gonna lie. Teddy Ursa, bro. Teddy Ursa is just so fire. The problem is I have to get rid of a scattering misprint to put this in, which I really want to do, but like then Magcargo just has to die for us to not just immediately biff it. And even then, that's like pretty sketch, right? Let's go for the Jumbo Spectral. Onk is crazy. Ultra Ball could be kind of funny. Let's sack the Glumbus, and then I could go Ultra Ball into... I already forgot what I saw, but whatever I saw in the shop to fill the slots, and then hopefully we're strong enough to continue. Ultra Ball Nido King. That's actually not bad with our build. No, because we're hanging all of our kings. That actually is really bad with our build. That's okay. Do we have like one king? We have 0 kings. Wow, Nido King is literally just temperance value. That's so sick. Probably the worst Ultra Ball that I could have gotten there. That's actually huge. That's so pog. I think I go pair into Uranus. Why didn't I just go Uranus skip? I literally have a Teddy Ursa. I'm an idiot. Dude, I am so not locked in. Holy shit. Okay. Solitude. I mean, probably I'm just dead to this boss, no? I guess the +1 hand size is kind of nice. But I don't see it mattering that much. Yeah, I mean, I don't have the extra molts. I'm just cooked here. Another 2-pair. Yeah, I could literally play all the dogs playing poker hands in the world, and I would still die. Tragedy. Oh, 7s. This high-stakes modded shit is hard, man. I also sold quite a few runs, but that's okay. That's okay. All right. Let's main menu. Chat, I think that's where I'm going to call it for tonight. I know we didn't win any, but if we do win any, that's now going to cut into my Eep time. Is there a single soul streaming Balatro right now? Everybody on my follow list is either dead or not streaming Balatro. It looks like there's literally 0 people streaming Balatro right now. How many viewers are there in the cat? 133 viewers in the category. There's somebody doing a Balatro subathon, or maybe they're just playing Balatro during their subathon. Regardless, let's raid them. They have 43 viewers. I don't know. I would feel kind of bad about raiding them. I like to raid smaller streamers, but also that's kind of sick, so I might. Chat, thoughts? It's all Clover Pit. Yeah, it's definitely Clover Pit and oh fuck, I literally talked about it. Mega Bonk. Ugh. Probably both of which I will play, if not tomorrow, Thursday. Maybe we'll play one tomorrow and the other Thursday. Maybe I'll play just Balatro tomorrow and then play both Thursday. Regardless, we're going to be playing them this week. Chat, do we want to raid small streamer or subathon streamer? It's up to y'all, I guess. YouTubeists, I'm going to let you go right now. YouTubeists, I appreciate you sticking with us. Thank you for watching Modded Monday. We'll catch you later, YouTubeists.